Welcome to the next cook. Today we're doing a glazed ham. Could be a Christmas recipe, could be for Easter, just could be for that picnic. We're just having it for good eating. Now I'm going to set the barbecue up beforehand. I really want to show you this because I'm really impressed with this new charcoal that I've just took delivery of yesterday. And it's this from Global Tech. I think that's how you say it. I may be saying it wrong, but when I opened it up, I was super impressed with just the size of the chunks. It's 100% natural birch wood, and it is absolutely fantastic. So I am super excited to, I'll get out of the camera, get this in the grill. Again, just to give you an idea, it's as big as my head. Some great pieces of hardwood. So we're going to get these down in the grill. Who knew I could get so excited about charcoal? These are amazing. Absolutely amazing pieces. There isn't any small little ones. And amongst it all, so I'm hoping this is going to be an absolutely fantastic cook. It's also going to be nice and easy to add pieces into the fire as we go through the cook. So, layered up the bottom. Today we're going to go for a light smoke. So I've got my little pieces of hickory. I'm going to take a couple of chunks, some nice small sized chunks, and we'll set them on the outside, and one just near the middle. And then, sorry if I'm walking around everybody, a couple of our natural firelighters, which are great for, again, you don't want to use any petrol based or petroleum based fire stove. It can take the flavour of the meat. But here we go, get that fired up. We can have that warming up while we go get the meat, and let's get the meat rubbed up. Right, I've fetched my ham out. I have done some prep beforehand, so take note, I bought the ham, it's a brined ham, so I wanted to leach some of that salt out, so it has been soaking overnight in cold water. Didn't want to cook it because if I cooked it then the meat won't absorb any of the smoky flavours, so I've just soaked it in some cold water overnight. I've taken off the rind, and then I've given a nice diamond crisscross. That's hopefully going to take some of the seasoning. It's going to create a nice pretty pattern on the outside, and it's going to help that bark form. Just to give it a little bit more moisture, I thought I'd take the ham today and sweet ham, glass of Coca-Cola. Meat syringe, pick them up off Amazon, couple of quid. Not very expensive, but it's great for getting extra moisture into your meat. And again, I'm not very good at pulling this up, so I get impatient. Nice and steady, draw it up, and we're going to get that Coca-Cola down into the meat, as deep into the meat as we can. I put it in this plastic tray because, as you'll see, that the juices will start to come out. It just captures them all, keeps everything nice and clean. We'll start to hit that in sort of a 1-inch pattern grid, so I'll quickly get this done. And we're just going to hit the end muscles, just going to help retain some of that moisture. Right, that was nearly a full can of cola into the ham. I'm going to make a quick, simple rub. So honey and mustard, you're not going to really go wrong with some mustard on the ham, are you? So we're going to glaze it up later with a nice sweet honey glaze. So I'm going to take 2 good tablespoons of English mustard. I'm going to add some pepper to that. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of pepper and just a little bit of salt on the outside. It doesn't need a massive amount. I say it's a brined ham. We're just going to help form that crust. 1 teaspoon of salt. Just give that a quick stir. So it's a nice mustard crust going on that ham. I'm going to whip that out of the board, and let's take that nice mustard crust on the ham. It's just going to make the that fat taste really nice. It's going to add flavour to it. It's going to work with that sweetness, and I think you'll agree with me, you can't really have ham without mustard. It's absolutely delish. Just hit these ends up just to get a little bit of flavour in there. Right, we'll let that sit on the board. We'll let the coals get up to temp. We'll get the barbecue built up. I am going to run some water in the water pan today just to keep some moisture. And we're running the temp at 110 degrees Celsius, 220 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to go nice low and slow. We're going to get at least a good hour's worth of smoke on the meat, and then we'll get to glazing her up. I'll see you in a minute when I pop her on the grill. Right, we've been about 20 minutes now. We've got the barbecue up to just over, it's 111 degrees C, around 225 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to go nice low and slow. So once I get the ham on, we'll get the temperatures settled in at that smoking temperature. Today, with the water in the water pan, I have got the 2 bottom vents at half open and 1 fully open, and the top vent is about half open at the moment. We're monitoring it with the Firm Pro wireless thermometer, so I can take it inside while it's cooking and keep an eye on my meat. We're going to now give that an hour. It'll sit there now, get kissed by that smoke, and then we'll get to glazing. See you in an hour, guys. We're coming up on the hour mark, so it's had an hour's worth of smoke. So we're going to get the glaze knocked up now, and then we'll get to glazing, and we'll glaze on the hour for the next 3 to 4 hours till the glaze is gone and the meat's up to temperature or internal temp. So we wanted to work, and I said to you, that honey and mustard style. So I have half a cup of honey. I'm going to get that into our nice little cast iron pan. Nice and sweet and sticky. I am going to hit that with half a cup of treacle, because that sort of dark molasses flavour works really nice with the pork or the ham. So that sweet stickiness. Definitely a messy glaze. Treacle's always super sticky. I'll try and get as much out of the glass as I can. Like I said, honey and mustard. So with that, I've got 1/4 cup of French yellow mustard. Buster can hear me talking, so he's coming out for a look. To slacken that off now, I also have 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar and 1/2 cup of cola in the Big Glazed barbecue mug. Hold on. Don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying. We'll get that in the pan. We'll give that a quick stir, and then we'll get it onto the grill and start glazing up. We've let the glaze just warm up on the grill. I give it 10 minutes just at the simmer, just to get all the ingredients to combine and to loosen up. And then we're going to take the nice glaze and we're going to start to drizzle that all over the ham. As you can see, the smoke is starting to get into the ham. It's starting to open up them diamond shapes on the crust, and it's starting to, with the glaze now, make it look nice and glossy. So drizzle plenty of the glaze on. This is one of the reasons why I foil up the water pan, so that any mess that drips down, nice and easy just to take that pan foil off the pan, bin it, give the pan a quick wipe down, and you're ready for the next cook. Make sure to get plenty of glaze on the ham, and we're going to build that sweet crust up now. Just make sure I hit the side for the camera. This is the side that you guys are seeing. Let's see. That glaze is looking rather nice. One last quick drizzle into all them grooves, and then we'll get that lid back on. Keep them temps going at around that 110 degrees Celsius, 225 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll come back, like I say, on the hour, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what it looks like, and we'll take that going for the next 3 to 4 hours, as I say. So see you guys shortly. Right, welcome back. We've been just over 4 hours now, basting on the hour. The internal temperature of the ham is now up to 60 degrees Celsius, 140 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a perfect temperature for slicing. There's one last step that I'd like to do, just to work on that crust or that bark on the outside, and we'll show you what the blowtorch is for in a minute. So I did insert a meat probe into the ham about an hour and a half ago, just as the internal temp started to come up, because I didn't want to overcook it. But I decided to make a last minute decision to go for a glaze, and we brown sugar in my shaker. I'm going to shake that on the top, and we're going to start to caramelise that, get that in. Right, we've built that crust up on the outside, that nice bark. Looks absolutely stunning. The juices are flowing. But like with any large piece of meat, we need to give it a rest. So we're going to whip it off the barbecue, just pop it in a foil tray, and then we'll just give it a little tent in foil. Just to let them juices draw back into the meat. Give it about 10 minutes on the board just to hang out, maybe 15 minutes, and then we'll get to slicing. See you in a mo, guys. Meat's been resting for 20 minutes now. You can see the juices are still flowing. The crust is nicely set. Got it on our board. I'm going to use my brisket knife and we're going to go in for a nice couple of slices. I'm going to take the first one off. You can hear the juice running. I like to get in there, and I'm sure you'll see we'll just make some pretty slices. As you can see, the juices are absolutely flowing. I'm putting no pressure on that at all, and that's from the coke that we injected into it, and obviously the brine in beforehand. I'll just get one more slice in, and then I think we'll pull out for a taste test. So I'm going to take this first slice. I want to pass one to the camera lady, Grace, and hopefully she'll give us a thumbs up in front of the screen if it's any good. Buster, come round here, Bust. Bust is thinking it's the cow. You ready, Bust? Oh, he missed. And last but not least, pitmaster privilege. I'm going in for that nice crust on the outside. That's juicy, that's sweet, that's salty. That's good eating. Right, we're going to get this with some potatoes now, and then I'm sure Brad will be filling sandwiches up tomorrow all day. If you enjoyed the cook, give us a like, a subscribe. I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Kids, don't talk with your mouth full. Give us a like, a subscribe, and if you want to see any more of my future videos, you'll see them coming up at the end of this video. So click on them, give them a watch. See you soon.